Hey guys, Dark Z Bro here, and I'm going to show you basically how to do a tutorial on how to make a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Now, I'm not a professional, so don't expect me to do any sort of professional level, code save type stuff, but I will do it in my exact way. So, and I'm very much a beginner. So, if you are also a beginner and you just want to do everything exactly, this is probably the easiest way. Not the easiest way, but a way. So, I have watched a few different people do actually for Fnaf and try to like tutorial it, and some of them actually have it to where you use like blocks and stuff, like lists and all that. And I'm like, huh? And then they like have a bunch of timer variables and all that set. I'm gonna try not to do any of that. Like, I'm literally going to attempt not to do that. Just make sure I'm recording. So the first things first is I'm going to add a static here. So give me a second. Yep, there we go. You gotta have a static come in. You know, it's this is literally just it, just this. Will not have that. There's a sound though, which is this, which you can use, and also this. So I'm not going to use those just for the sake of people's ears, even though I could. Still thinking about that. And I'm gonna have a thumb. I always like to make one sprite that's just for thumbnail purposes, because you always want, like, when you save the game, you don't want them to see like in the actual in-game stuff. You don't want to just take a picture of that. You want whatever the thumbnail is going to be. So yeah, even, and there's like a few frames here. uh and in case you're wondering, it literally just does this. That's all it does. So, and it's just going to do that. So there we go, we'll have that. Even though I'll actually do something different for this. So I'm going to make it be called message one. And that will be like the first stuff. So message one will be its own thing, and then we'll have like title. Actually, no, we'll have this be this. So title, done. No, done. No, done. So message one no longer. Oh, it does exist. Are you serious? Well, it does. Okay, never mind then. Message one is forever, I guess. It's weird how that works. There it goes. Now it's gone. So, why I did this is because now I can put like a title screen if I want, like credits, or like if I want to be like Dark Presents. I can put that in, and instead of it just immediately cutting to the game, like of the weird character. So yeah, I always make sure you want a thumbnail, and you always got to make sure you have your static. Usually, instead of making it yourself, I recommend you just like literally, whoopsies, you just go to somewhere. I'm literally using someone else's right here, and there's like 100 different ones. Like, no joke, there's 100 different ones. Yeah, static effect for games. Look at that. And you can even use the pin thing if you really want to. So, yeah, I literally just searched static, and then it found all of these. So, if you really want, I was going to use this one, but I was like, nah, I'm just going to use the first one that came up. And yeah, and as you can see, so have a lot of people here, especially with this. So, and usually, you know, you could just easily do that. See, you could freely copy. So it's just like, yeah. So I would just like do that, just really quickly search up static, and then you'll find literally all of these. And then once you find all of these, just pick one that you feel like is the best one to help you here, and just literally download that or export it in the thing. As long as it looks like, like this, where it's not too, crazy, because you don't want immediately 100,000 scripts. So, and this is the funny thing is, you can just do that, and then boom. already lowered it even more. So now, what you will need is your character. You're gonna need your character, and you're gonna need your text. So you want to make those separate. So this will be like, I'm gonna call it title text here. And yes, I do know I could put it in like so much other stuff for this, but I'm not going to. So just to be clear, I'm going to separate them, even though you don't have to, right? You really don't. I mean, I could very well just put the character in here and then put the text in here, and it will work perfectly fine as well. But that's also on you. So but that's it, depending on also if you want to just make it text. So you can just, this can just be the text it will say. Like you can put all your text info in here if you really want to. Um, in fact, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna put text stuff and then just boom. Yeah, because then even though yes, again, like I said, I know it would be way easier to just type, put the character here and make like another thing for it, separate other nights or whatever. But I can do that here. So I'm gonna make it, not usually they make it white. Um, I like to make it marker because that's the best one. I feel like because Pixel looks like a arcade game. You don't want that. Curly looks too fancy for it to be that. So usually I would say use marker. I'm actually gonna go for this color instead of the usual white. And I will say, put all caps usually. Five, you don't have to put nights, but usually it's nights. Because, if you put daytime, then you're going to have to make it not look scary because you're in the, but then you're in the building, so you could use an excuse. There's a lot of things you could do here. But I'm going to just do a traditional 5 nights at dark. Um, Dark's house, Dark himself, me. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. Um, and also, if you really want to get spicy, I can just do this and then do that, so that it like separates itself, right? And if you want to make it to where you don't change, like, because you see it's 100 now, and obviously, if I change it from like 100 to 200, you know, nope, 360. Yeah, so changing into this would be more accurate, obviously, if I just had this and then put it 360. But that will, if you're trying to put all your text for like night one, night two, you want to make sure you don't have to change, like, because if you had to put a bunch of code for sizes as well, that's just an extra bit of information you'd have to keep up with. And I really don't want to deal with that. So instead, I'm going to change it actually here. And then if I just custom perfectly change it here, then I can perfectly make it work. So now you see it's here. It's going to look like that. That's not big enough. So what I like to do is I put it in the corner and I drag it. Ooh. And you just move it down like that. Obviously you want it a little bit in, so got to make sure it's not poking out. And that's fine. That's fine. Because then you could, this is all that you care about. So now I have that. So then I could do 5 nights at darks. Dark. I really should put darks. I'm yes. um, and we'll. I put a question mark there because I don't know if I was still gonna keep that name. So we'll just do that, and then we'll just hold up, get the name. Fnad. This is Fnad, guys. Fnad. Yep, Fnad. So then this is custom one, which you can call titles, text, like text, so that you know it's title text. Then you can just go here, do that, and then call this like night one. I did I how did I what did I type? Did I Oh, capital I. I put a capital I like an idiot. There we go. Night one. So this one I will actually I could not I can actually put any color I want here. So you just have to make sure you put capital night one, or you could put one. It's really up to you, but that's I feel like type actually putting the text for saying night one is way better. We can change the size of this if we decide to. Probably am, and I'll actually change it based off like I'm just gonna make it change based off what I feel like. So this one will be night two, and I'll put that there, and then I'll just do another one, move that there, and then I'm actually gonna start text typing first because in case the letter, you see how that one's difficult to see. So instead, I'm just gonna type it first and then change the color. So then you could like make it since you made that one white, made that one red, you can make it like yellow, night three, and then depending on how many nights you will have to make more of these, but that should be not too hard for anyone. So night four, and then there we go. I would pause, but there's really no need. I mean, you do understand the point. You can skip like 20 seconds ahead. That because that's all it should take. It's just like 20 seconds. 20 seconds. So then I'm gonna. And yeah, obviously, I know I'm making it difficult, which might make it longer than 20 seconds, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So night five and then night six, because that's how it works, right? I think you have 6 nights. No, it's 5 nights. 6 nights is optional. And then we'll do this. We'll make it like a question mark instead. There we go. So we'll make this a question mark, and that should be it. We'll just make it like a mixture, like really bright like that. Yeah, because that's the only other color, and it's the same color as the game title. So now all you have to do is change these to the actual current text so you know exactly what's going on. Because you don't want it to be called night 1 3, night 1 4. Like you don't want it to be called that because in case you have. Well, I mean, maybe you can. That's up to you. I just really don't like that, so I'm not going to. I'm actually going to change these. You don't have to. Again, like I said, it doesn't really matter. It's just for me in my eyes to be like, okay, that makes sense how that works. And then if you want to make a custom night, you can add one more thing that says custom night in case you want text for it. I will do one more that says custom night text, and I'll make it white. Actually, I'll make it gray because gray is a color we haven't used. So we'll just call it custom night, and that is it. So now we are done. So we have all of them, and then I can just call it, or come here, call it custom night, and then there we go. This is not part of anything, so that it's fine. Um, So right now it's not going to show anything. So what we want to do is we're going to want to hide the text. We want to make sure we hide the text. And then yeah. So we're going to go hide. And then we want this to it also depends on I guess how big you want your text, right? So here we're going to have it we're going to make sure they're all set to 100 so it's fine. It should be fine right now. And this is a cool thing. We're gonna get that ready. Make sure that's there. Get another one of these ready. Make sure that's there. Put those together. It's fine. Put those together. It's fine. Hold up 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to make sure after if you have credits, in the beginning of your game, you're gonna want to make sure that you tell it which version of whatever you're switching to because you wanted to make sure that it always swaps to it. So for this example, you make sure that you swap it to title text. Oh my god, there's like a fly in my room, so annoying. Then you want to make sure you just tell it where to go. So in this case, I'm gonna have it go literally right there. It's perfect, right exact there. Then you copy the coordinates you see there to the right we're over there. Hopefully you know that. If not, well, now you do. So then you just tell it to go that way, and there it goes. It's gonna show. So if you want it to be cool, you can use this right here. This is a cool feature if you really want it to fade in. I'm only gonna use it for the actual text itself, but it's fine. Okay, and then we'll call night starting. We'll do that night starting, and this is where we'll do it. We'll make sure that it'll show, and then so what you want to do is we're gonna have to do this. Actually, oof! I just realized you don't even want to do that. So we don't even need a high. Yeah, we do. We do. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. So we need to make sure we set this to 100, right? Yep, there it goes. And then you don't go. Why? Why? What is? Okay. So we make it go by. I mean, it really depends on your own. Yeah, 10 could be fine too. Because then it's only 10 clicks. Yeah. So all you have to do is do a repeat, do -10. Then you'll do this. So then it'll look like this. So it'll close and then oh wait, we need a slow. So I usually do 0.01. That's usually good for everything. Usually, oh my god, 0.1? Maybe? Actually, 0.2 is good too. Yeah, 0.2 is perfect. Maybe actually, but then it like goes. It looks like it goes a little bit slow. We'll do 0.175. So it's almost 2, and then we'll hide, right? So this is all you need right here. This code is the code you need for the night to actually work its own self. So if you want to not do a code efficiently, then because technically what I'm about to do, you can put under here, but then it's extra. So all you'll need is you'll need an if else block for each of your nights, and you just kind of move this over and do night starting so that you can go equals here, and then all this is where we'll set this. So we'll change this to night, and oh well, actually, we'll just because I know so many people do this, we'll just change it to night number like that. Okay, so there we go. So if night number equals 1, and usually I like to make a control panel here. I'm gonna just put that over there. This is called the control panel. Yeah, like literally in all my games, I usually put a control panel. So like this one even has one. I don't remember where though. So much stuff in it. Yeah, usually in my games though, I know like this one definitely. Yeah, see, I put in a control panel which has like all the system oriented stuff that doesn't matter if you see it or not. So yeah, usually I make one of these because this is basically for just like so you don't have your code everywhere, and you can also this is like where I usually put all the sets. So if you're setting literally anything, right? If you want to set it, I feel like you want to set it here so you know exactly which one to go to when if you're like, "Oh, where do I go to like set the night?" Right there. So you would just do that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to make one called light or no power, right? I don't power. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we call it power. So we don't. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. Okay, I'm no longer lagging. So then you want to set the power to percent to 100. There you go, and that should be fine for there for now. Um, and you also want to set. I mean, you don't have to do this again. You really don't. You can just use the night number, but in case for a custom night, like I said, you're gonna want to do this. just because you can't set it for just night number if it's a custom night. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do call it difficulty. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? That's fine. You know what? People are good. People might yell at me. Difficulty number. There we go. Um. Oh, you might have to actually hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'm not gonna use that yet. We'll figure that out later. Because usually you don't want to do that. Yet. So now you'll just put here if it's night number. So if it equals night one, then you don't put it to custom night. You put it to night one, and like I said, this will automatically be happening. So regardless, whenever it says night starting, it's gonna like basically it would do if it's night one, it will do this, and it will fade in, and it will like hide after it's done. So that's what you want, really. You want it to be kind of slow, and you want it to be kind of big as well. So since it's a black screen, usually you would just like go to backdrops here. Um, I will name my backdrop just because why not? You don't have to ever do any of these. Naming is not really important unless you feel like it is. So that is again up to you. But I'm just gonna do that. Yep, there we go. There's a black backdrop. So this will automatically be here. Um, see. So now when you have the night one thing, it's gonna look like this. Whoops. Oh, I gotta show up. My bad. My bad. Hold up. So it's gonna do this. Now, if you want it to be smaller, you technically can. If you want to give it more time so they know exactly what night it is, like that's really up to you. Just for the sake of like, I know I could just put a show here, but it's gonna still be showing whenever the night starts. So technically, you won't ever need to worry about that. Now, here is where you can change some stuff. So obviously, like I said, it depends on how big you want everything. So obviously you got night one, you know that this is what it looks like. Now based on where you want it and how big you want it, so now this is how the screen looks. You can make the size whatever. um it's just say I wanted to make it like boom like this. There we go. Even though I don't know why, but night looks like it's spelled incorrectly every time. But, you know, who knows? And then you just make sure that they're automatically always set to 00, because this is the middle of everything. Like literally the entire, this is centering. So this is centering it, and then it's doing this. So there you go. Now, here's where you can change your stuff. So either A, you can just simply go ahead and decide that you're going to make it to where the nights auto continue off of each other. Again, I wouldn't recommend doing this in case someone wants to like take a break in between or something. I don't know, that's really up to you, especially since you're doing it for scratch. So that's really up to you. Um, but even so, like even so, it I would recommend just getting that understood. And now for the last night, right? For custom nights, you don't want it to say other. It's not going to say anything else past custom night, right? So you just do this and then you do this. So for these, you actually name them. You can or number them. Uh, I don't usually number. I wouldn't usually number the custom night one, but if you really want it to be just easier, just 7. You could really just make custom night just 7. Really, it's not gonna be really of a big deal or anything. and then you just do that. So now whenever night's starting, if it does, it will switch to that costume automatically. And this doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be here technically. If you want, you can even put it here, and it will just like work itself out. But I'm gonna just do this one real quick, because it's getting on my nerves. If the fact that I can't see it. There we go. So there you go. Now you got night 2. Um, and this is, like I said, where you're gonna have to possibly change your stuff, right? Because in case you don't want it to just continue night after night, and you want it to actually have some variety, and then being able to pause and all that good stuff, then you're gonna want not exactly just like a play. Like, you're gonna want them to be able to hit play, and then hit the like other stuff for text. Now, see, I can either again put it here, I can put it in here, or I can put it in other ones. I'm just gonna make them all their own separate thing, just because I like to hurt professional coders' eyeballs. But yeah, hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Um, yeah, I just like to basically make people that are actually good at this very angry, because they're like, yeah, you could just condense it and it would be way easier. And I know, not going to, and just not going to. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you just the easier way to also be able to, it's not gonna, I keep saying easier, but I just feel like it's easier for people's eyes to kind of understand, that aren't, professional and don't want to do it any other way. So, all you have to do is make it to where you have a single thing that says, uh, instead of night starting, so title done, you just hit play. I don't know. I'm going to say play, because night starting means you're actually starting the game, and then play is like after or before. Like, oh, no, maybe play should be like, okay, hold on. Play menu. Nope, I have to capitalize that. I'm sorry. Let me just make sure. Is play still there? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, and we can just do that right now so that we can keep it here. So I'm just gonna put that there. Um, when it starts the actual game, you want it to disappear immediately. So I'm just gonna put the hide there. We're gonna copy this. This is auto gonna hide itself, so we don't need it there. And we're gonna need one of these here. Yes. So once you get into the play menu, you don't want the static to be covering, your info. Actually, maybe you do. Maybe you do. I wouldn't. I don't know. I would probably say I'm gonna make 2 of these just for myself. You wouldn't have to do this, but it's really dependent on how you want your stuff. So I'm gonna make it to where when it goes, right, it's gonna start off in front of my character. But I'm gonna make it to where it's when you actually get to the play menu, so that it's not covering the words. It goes behind my words. So it will only go behind then, and it will go front in the when you actually play the game. So I'll just do that. Yeah. Yep. We'll do that. So now I can go over here. Um, this is already done. The night's already set. I just have to change those sizes again. I can do that later. And now this is where you want to put the words for the text words for the menu. And you also want to hide and show. So this one is not you starting the game. This is you getting to the menu so you can actually click on the stuff. And you're going to want a go-to one right here. And again, you don't want it to be in the middle. And you'll actually can have two options here. I'm going to make two of these duplicate, and this one will say, no, I won't make them white. I'm sorry. I just don't want to make them white. So I'm going to make them all just red. Just because, actually, no, blue is my favorite color, so I'm going to do blue instead. Night, whoops, you want the caps lock on. Night 1. So there you go. Um, this one is okay for having size difference. I again am just gonna I can just simply loop, and there it goes. There it goes. And then I put that there. So the next thing you're gonna want for these is obviously you're gonna want to make sure that you type in your chords here so that it knows where to go. You won't need it for this one, but you will need it for other ones. So that's why I'm just gonna copy and paste it, because you can just do that for all of them, since they're basically the same. Which is why I said I'm just gonna make people's brains hurt, because there's an easier way to do it, and I'm not gonna do it just because. So now what you want to do is I want to usually you want to implement some sort of picture, or if you really want to, you can just do some else with that, like get some sort of words or something. But you want to indicate that something is locked. So obviously, yes, again, like so you can just type locked, and that would be simple as that. Then done and done. I'm gonna see if there's actually a picture here of just a lock that isn't pop the lock, or some PNG image of a lock. Like I don't want any of these. I just want a lock sprite. Okay, we're just gonna, maybe it's because I didn't type lock sprite. I mean, yeah, I could technically draw that, but nah. Trying to see if there's an easier way for this. Boink. So, wow, this actually is really good. Use with credit and follow the comments instructions. Huh, that looks like, oh. Yeah, you mean they meant in the thing, huh? So all this is not really necessary. Why, hello there. um, that's pretty cool sprite. I like this one. So all I'm gonna do is snatch and then snatch here. So just to be fair, because I don't know, again, I don't want to like just steal. So I'm just gonna copy their name too. And I'm gonna just quickly go here and say made lock sprite. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. I mean, you could just like go get off the internet or something. I don't know. That's up to you. Yeah. So with that being said, then you wanna go ahead and put, not that. You wanna click this, upload literally what I just put in there. Oh yeah, you actually don't even need the unlocked one, right? So you just need it. I'm sorry. I guess I just have an extra lock spirit for no reason now. So, or sprite, my bad. I said it wrong. So this one will be unlocked. And then this one will be locked. Literally just locked. That's all it is. So what I'm going to do here, because it's in vector and I dislike vector very much, I'm going to put you in back. Or am I in vector? I'm in vector right now. This is bitmap. Yeah, I'm in vector. I'm a liar. I like vector. Bitmap sucks. For some cases. Some cases. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink you. See? So you can see that's how big it is usually. And that's actually like good. So then I just like to exaggerate that it's locked here. you can literally just hit this and it will stay there from wherever its original position is at. So if you want that, oh, can I grab you efficiently? Efficiently? There we go. And then we just do that. There we go. Yeah, you move over. There we go. And then you move over. Oh, it's because the outside is black, so it literally doesn't look like there's anything there. Then you group them all together and you put them right there. And now this is what it looks like. So you got the locked and you've got the unlocked. So right then you'd put this exactly where it's gonna go. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to do this, but literally that's all it looks like. So if you have a locked version, it looks like that, and it goes drum boom 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 boom. So this is really all you need, and then you'll just need a sprite clicked. Once you do a sprite clicked, then you'll simply be able to actually start said game. So once you do the start game, once they click it, this is where it's gonna set night number just in case. Actually, you don't. Yeah, you'll set the night number so then they'll know, and then you'll actually set their. You don't need to set the power. Yeah, I can figure that out later. So we're just gonna set night one so that all of them work like this. And you'll actually, the reason why I'm going to leave these here is because for the cloning, instead of me having to search for them and grab them, I can just they'll just copy here. So then for the rest of, since you're going to need to do this for the rest of the nights, you're going to have to do if and then night, or not night, if you want to do when. If when, yeah, if when. And when equals 1, then then it will show. Okay, wait. I did it wrong. So if play menu, if when equals 1, show unlocked, and then if not, locked. So this is what you would use right here. You see what I mean? If win, so that means you see how it goes to locked because I didn't win yet. So then you just copy and paste this. Lets me that is. Okay, now we can slide these. So now I can slide you there, and because I no longer need you, that is not a problem. This one will just basically stay unlocked, so you can just do that for night 1, and there it goes. And this is where I forgot to put that broadcasting. So this will be when it broadcasts night starting. So let me go ahead and put that in, night starting, and set night to 2 just in case. What am I? I'm forgetting something. Yep, that's what I'm forgetting. So I literally forgot one thing. One piece of information. So actually, because I do also want to play around with the sounds, so I'm gonna do if else here. So what you do is you basically just copy this and then you just paste it here. That's literally it. Then you just hit play sound, and yeah. So then I could put a sound in all of them. In this case, it's a pop. But I will get rid of that for now. So I will do a whenever they don't have it. So basically, if it is locked, so if it looks like this, if it looks like that, and they click it, right? For example, so if I click, oh, there's no pop sound. Well, that's kind of an issue now because I literally just did that. Incorrect sound. Oops, can't spell. Weave. Why is the Duolingo the first thing I hear? Hold up. I actually like that. Hold up. Wait a minute. That sounds hilarious. Let's see. Sound effects. So it's this one. Is it this one? This one's backward, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna. Can I get you, please? Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you decided I could finally take it. I'm just gonna get the heck out of there immediately. Yeah, look at all these. Just for Duolingo. Um, so now I'm gonna have to put this sound effect. The reason why I don't need a sound for the first night is because why would there be an incorrect for the first night? You're just going in. Yeah. And we're just gonna put, instead of calling it Duolingo, we're gonna call it incorrect. Okay. Wrong. Nope, we're just calling it wrong. Okay, so yep, it will play wrong. So if you click it, there you go. That now it's gonna make that sound. So what you want to do to make sure that you know it's gonna work is you want to make sure that these are basically not covering it. So you see how it's covering it now? Like you can see the edges on the letters. So basically, as long as the locks are far enough away, even if it does become unlocked, there you go. See, and it looks, it's not too bad. So you definitely want. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Hold on, let me just go ahead and. There we go. I'm actually not gonna change the X just because then it like makes them like actually perfect. So now, even if it changed to unlocked, there you go. See, it's perfectly in line and it's not covering it. So now we just change this to obviously, night 2, and that's fine. I gotta make sure all caps. Next video, I will make sure I get like started on like characters and stuff and all that good jazz. But I know you're probably looking at this like, bro, why do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 different things just for the beginning? It's just so that you can have like a little bit of customization. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be putting custom controls so that you don't just use A and D. Because I don't know, some people like arrow. I don't want to like make someone. I don't want to force them to just like only. You know, I don't know how to state that really. I just don't want someone to have to be forced to just hit A left or hit right to do something and then they can actually play the game however they are trying to play it. But I might just make it to where you can either use A and D or left and right. Who knows? This one might not be too fully done like my other ones. So what you're also gonna want to do is if they don't have it win, which means that it's not unlocked, right? You want to make it like make them understand that. So I like to just copy and paste. Obviously, you're gonna do a lot of copying and pasting, and then you just put a repeat block over them. Make it do it like 3 times, and then you put in between, and you do like 0.1, and you do +10, -10, and that's it. So you go there, and it just like when they click on it. I'm actually because technically, if they want to kill their own ears, they can kill their own ears. So yeah, See, it shakes. So if they spam it, it still shakes. Only problem is that it goes over there. So an issue way to fix this, because I don't, and there's no need to do this because if they click night one, they click night one. So all you'd have to do here is just click forever, bobbity boobity, oops, bobbity boobity, and then boobity bobbity. So no matter what, right, you click this, and now I can even mash it. Doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. And it's not killing everyone's ears, too. Look at that. So it's fine. Now we can just copy and paste this a bit until we have enough nights. And I like how it's actually changing the number. So I literally don't have to do it. And it's not just putting it like right next to it. That's what I like. So it's not going night 2-1, night 2, like 2-3, like 23. Like it's not doing that. That's what I'm glad for. Night 5 and night 6. So for this one, right? Is it this? So this one, I'm going to put right there. So -2 seems to be this one. So -2 is you, right? Okay. Whew. So then you just change these by 1 and then put 3 and then you're fine. So now, and then where's night 4? Okay, you're not. I'll actually put it over here. So this one will require a change. Because I still want it to be on the same level, 115 will be the highest I'll make it. So 115 to make it, and then you make it to where win 3, right? Yeah, win 3. So then it will do this, and it's higher slightly, and you move this one. There we go. Now I know where that is. You just put it to wherever number. Move the next one. Make sure you don't overlap. In this, I only do the black parts because it doesn't really matter if the black is overlapping with the other black one, because you literally can't see it because the background is literally black. So now that all of these are here, right? Whoopsies, you weren't supposed to do that. Ah, yes, they're supposed to be 89. Kind of forgot that. 89. There we go. Now that they're all 89, and I'm gonna make sure they're all clicked on so that none of these can go wrong. So if I tap on any of these, they won't move. In fact, hold on, let me get an auto clicker real quick. Okay, so I literally have an auto clicker here, and just to prove it, watch this. So yeah, I'm gonna auto click real quick and just look. They literally go back. And even if I'm in, because I'm in full screen, so now you know that it like won't move no matter what, because this is what you guys would be able to do. So like, I can make a song. Hold up. But yeah, that's literally it basically. So yeah, they won't move no matter how much you click them or try to drag them. They're just gonna stay there. And as you can see, it's fully working. So that means, as you know, it's locked because you won't be able to just naturally go in. So you'll literally actually. So that means that you'll have to win in order to continue, because none of these will unlock until after you beat the previous one. So now for these other ones, for the seventh night, um, I'm actually for these. I'm actually gonna change these. I'm gonna just change the text real quick, and I'll get started on the next one. Okay, I finally finished changing all the text. So this is literally what it says for all of them. So this is what you would see. Even though you won't see this, but like let's say you beat all of these. This is literally what you'll see. You can just click on any of them. Ooh, actually, no, you can't, because that would mean you would be able to play all of these once, and then that's just like a GG moment right there. I mean, I don't really see a point in you continuing an old one, right? Like, why would you want to replay an old one? You know, but like, because then you could just make it. If you, especially if we have a custom one, I feel like you wouldn't really care if you want to replay the old one. But I don't want to be that guy. So literally just do great. So if you really want them to be able to replay it, all you have to do is make sure it's greater than 1, or greater than 0, which will automatically mean that as long as it's 1 or more, it will be able to play. And then same with these. You just basically make it greater than the number before it. So, and it's fine. So then you just do that greater than 2, and then it will go. But it still won't unlock until after you have that amount of wins. But at least at any point in time, as long as you have those wins, you can like continue playing it as much as you want. It doesn't matter. So like you can come back tonight to if you really want, or if you want just to like show how easy it is, or if you have a friend that's like, oh yeah, I could go that wants to go through all the nights, then you could try it. They could have it too. So I'm just gonna save here just for now, just because why not? Um, yeah. I don't know if I want to stop. I usually want to stop this because forever could mean that it could like lower the amount of frames just because it's just constantly moving. But we'll leave it for now. Um, but if you really wanted to stop, you can easily do a repeat block and just do a repeat until. So that's pretty easy. And in case you're wondering how to do it, all you literally had to do is do repeat until and then put greater than and then just put until game night is greater than 0 and you're fine. Then you just literally put it in and there it goes. So yeah, if I want to remove this, then I could do that, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm gonna just throw that away. But that's all you really need to do in case you want it to be not forever, like not moving forever, for some weird reason. And then custom night will be down here on its own thing. So then we just do this. We go ahead and go in here again, and because it's special, we gotta treat it special, guys. We gotta treat it special. So you gotta make it gray, and we gotta type custom night. This one you really want it to be big. I really could have just copied and pasted and changed the text. I know that. I just realized that literally just now. I'm actually stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, literally all I could have just. It's not too late. We're just gonna rectify our results here and not be stupid. Custom night. There we go, and then boom, it's big. We can actually shrink it a little bit and then actually make it bigger. Because you're making that one bigger, you want to make this one bigger. So they know. No, we want it bigger. Yeah, there we go. And because we don't want it to just be that, we're going to give it some privilege. It gets privilege, okay? So we're going to make it gray. Because we don't, I'm going to put it there, which means -16 121, and if when is equal to 7, which means they have 4, 5. Oh, never mind. If when equals 6. So if they've beaten all the knights, it will unlock itself. And now all you have to, I don't need to do that. I can just do greater than 5. Change knight to 7. And then broadcast. And then we change the broadcast to custom. Custom page. There we go. So it will still do this, right? So if you click on it, but I really want this one to be exaggerated. Like they know that they ain't going anywhere with this one. Yeah, there we go. I might even change the sound for this one. So we'll just do that. And now there you go. So you have a custom knight, a regular 1 through 6, and even though I know I could have just said 6, but it feels like a little cooler, like the why are you there kind of knight. How long have I been recording? Let's find out. We're about to find out together. Almost an hour. Some of you have been watching this for an hour. I hope not. Because it's really, I've already stated that I was going to do this. So this is all I really cared to do for the beginning. It's just do all this. And just to repeat, they will only appear if the play menu is stated. You see how there's nothing here now? There's literally nothing here. Now, all I got to do is I will show how to do credits if you guys want in the next episode. I know I should have probably done them like now, but next episode will literally be me putting in the character for the title screen and doing the credits for the beginning screen. So in case you want to like do a little fanciness, you don't want just like the basic Friday, I almost said Friday Night Funkin', Five Nights at Freddy's, type game where it's just like, oh, yep, there's a screen, like character twitching. So I'll like do all that in the future. And the only reason I got the static now is because you kind of want to start that before you do anything, because the static is like a very important part. And just be clear, if we actually do hit play menu here, there it goes. So now you can see that there's clearly a bunch of stuff locked. Now, play menu, you want it to show, since it would show, and it would go to the back layer. So it would look like this for when you guys get in the game, which is not, yeah, so it looks good. So this is what it would look like if you're actually on this screen. You're just saving it. Ah, okay, hold on. Let me move it again. Move this. So which one? Click. Okay, I hope I caught that. Like trying to click this one and it's just like, no. Okay, so this is what you would actually get, and you can see it's in the back of it. Again, whenever I get to the character thing, I will explain what you can do with the static, because you will need to change the static if you want. And I will explain why later in another video. So I will get to you guys next time. See ya later.